2 Kings chapter 22, we see that King Ahab plainly stated, I hate him because he never prophesies anything that I want to hear. And in 2 Kings 22, Micaiah was brought before Ahab to tell him whether or not he ought to go to war with Judah. Died in that cistern had someone not rescued him from it. Tradition tells us that Jeremiah was murdered sometime after the fall of Jerusalem, which he had prophesied that if Israel did not return to God, Jerusalem was going to fall, Judah was going to fall. And he was murdered because the prophecies that he gave came true. All the way up to John the Baptist, he was imprisoned. He was killed by. Then the vineyard would be leased to others who would honor their agreement. Jesus pointed them to the scriptures, asking the priests and elders, haven't you ever read? And Jesus quotes from the 118th Psalm. It says, the stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone. This is the Lord's doing, and it's marvelous in your eyes. Jesus is the stone that was rejected. He is the landowner's son that the vine dressers killed. These same priests and elders who had confronted Jesus earlier that day and refused to answer his questions. They had been plotting his death for months. We know that from the Feast of Tabernacles that we read about in John chapter 7 and in verse 25. The people that were hearing Jesus, they said, is this not the man whom they want to kill? Now, the Feast of the Tabernacles comes in October. It's a feast celebrating harvest. A stop to this. Now, a miracle this great, reason for them to pause for a minute and say, wait a minute. God had revealed this to him. God had shown Jesus is. Peter was